Got a phone call to come up here and look at a roof. Homeowner complained about some missing shingles. Getting up on the roof here, I could see that this is the original roof from when the house was built. How do I know that? Well, there's aluminum drip edge, 5-inch aluminum drip edge. Really, really cheap builder grade drip edge on here. And you never see that on re-roofs, only on new construction homes. And you can see with aluminum drip edge, it's already coming loose. I probably can get my hand under here, and in some places I probably can't even rip it out. The gutters actually racked the drip edge. So you'll see where the drip edge is actually turning up. And it's because these gutters were installed too tightly. Also, the gutters weren't installed correctly either. They were installed underneath the drip edge, not to the drip edge itself. And then of course, coming on up with your gutters is very important to keep them clean because they'll start composting. Gutters back up, water sits in the gutters, and then water will actually push up back onto the roof, and voila, you got a perimeter roof leak. So I mean, if I keep digging around enough, I might find a worm. So clean your gutters. So I'm not an expert in determining wind damage on a roof. We don't usually work with homeowners on insurance claims. There's roofing contractors that specialize in that. We don't, but sometimes we go up on a roof and such things are pretty obvious. And this shingle right here has definitely been damaged by wind. It's actually creased. And this is a 3-tab shingle roof. 3-tab shingle has a 60 to 80 mile an hour wind rating, depending on the manufacturer. I don't know who the manufacturer of this roof is, but living in Tampa, and we're over here in Land O'Lakes right now, we know that there's been some sustained winds in this area over the past few years that have exceeded 60 miles an hour. And on this roof, there's actual wind damage. The shingle's actually creased. And as I walk through the roof, I see some other shingles that are up here that have been blown off. And this roof actually has had some wind damage. And if I was a homeowner, maybe I would consider actually talking to my insurance company and seeing what they could do about this, because this roof has sustained some wind damage on here. And right here is the big one shingle that definitely demonstrates that it's creased. Moving on, roof shot overall, got wind damage. We got the granulation right here. You see the fiberglass of the shingles? The fiberglass is the bones of the shingle. This is supposed to be actually on the roof, not just hanging out. And then coming over here, behold, more missing shingles. Yeah, this roof definitely needs to be replaced. We got missing shingles everywhere. These shingles actually got flipped over. This roof has some pretty significant wind damage. When I get off this roof, I'm gonna come down and talk to the homeowner. This is actually a roof that, obviously we're gonna give them a quote to replace the roof, but not a bad idea to actually call your insurance company and see and have them take a look at it and see what the recommendations are. So, but not a happy roof at all. I see a lot of leaks, and definitely time for a replacement. 4-foot off ridge vents. I'm not very fond of them. Here's the reason. If you get anybody that steps on the back of these, or if they're not, actually when you install this vent, you're actually supposed to put a little tilt to it. And if it's parallel to the ridge, you actually get water that will sit behind this, and over time you'll get rust like this. And then even worse, Joe the homeowner will walk up on the roof and think it's a good idea to actually step on it. And right here you can see where someone actually stepped on this, and once again you can see the rust stains. Water is literally just sitting up here and ponding on top of your vent. There are instances we do install 4-foot off ridge vents where they make sense, but my favorite are Lemanco 770D off ridge vents. Those are off ridge vents we like to install. They actually ventilate more air than a 4-foot off ridge vent. 4-foot off ridge vent is ventilating roughly about 100 cubic feet per foot in your attic, whereas off ridge vents we install ventilate 140 cubic feet per foot in your attic. So on top of that, you don't get any ponding behind your off ridge vents when you use static vents is the other word for it. So the manufacturer we install is Lemanco's, but the style of vent is called a static off ridge vent. And these are 4-footers. We're not very fond of them. Well, this is a valley, right? This is where the roof intersects, 2 planes meet, slopes down, and it's really important. A lot of oak trees like this around the house is really important to keep your valleys clean. You should never walk up on a roof and find this much leaf debris sitting in your valley. And I've actually rubbed my hands through here. There's actually ants on here, so it's like a little ant farm. But moisture's here, moisture's stuck on the roof. The shingles, they're wet. I know it's been raining a little bit, but keep your valleys nice and clean. You'll probably get a couple more years out of your roof if you do so. You should never walk up on a roof and just find leaf debris like this. If you have a problem getting on your roof, call a local contractor, Westfall Roofing, and have us come out here and help you clean up your roof a little bit. And let's get this trash off the roof. It's not good stuff for it. All right, well, another critter is destroying a plumbing vent. So right up here on this vent, you can see it's got little holes. Water goes down in these holes, and voila, you got a roof leak. There's a bathroom right here, and I can assure you there's actually a little bit of water staining on the ceiling inside this bathroom. You definitely have a leak here. Then also you got this GRV that's rusted out. Again, this was a builder grade roof. It's not a bad roof at all. They do last, you know, you'll get 10 to 20 years on them here in Florida, I should say. But here I got a GRV, I got a forged GRV. It's rusted out. And over time, at some point, I'll be able to put my finger through this thing. When we replace a roof, a retail contractor comes in, replaces a roof, the ones we order, they're painted already, you know, and that actually keeps them from rusting out. It's not something you have to be worried about when you get a painted GRV, but when they're galvanized like this, you know, over time they do rust out. And again, it's builder grade roof is what we're on right now. So continuing on, I mean, you got more impacted gutters. Obviously water is not traveling into the gutters. If they are, it's just sitting in there, and we got more composting. I swear, I really want to just start getting like tomato seeds, and I just want to start putting them in gutters. You'd have like a great hydroponic farm going if you really wanted one. Look, it's a really good idea if at least once a year, get up on your roof, take a look what's going on. You know, a house like this, big oak tree by your yard, you know, you probably should be actually getting up on looking at your gutters at least 4 times a year. If you're having issues doing so, call your local contractor. You'd be surprised how often guys like us want to come out here and actually look at the gutters. Usually when we see stuff like this, we're usually finding other things. I mean, you can tell that this roof hasn't been walked in a long time. I mean, we see missing shingles everywhere. You know, there's definitely a lot of roof leaks on here, and you just can tell that this roof has been kind of a little neglected over time. The landlord actually contacted us, and he's the owner, but you can tell that, you know, nobody has been on this roof in probably a long time. And when we share the news with him that, hey, you got some potential leaks, you know, obviously we're giving him a quote, but, you know, hey, you may actually want to reach out to your insurance company too, and have them take a look at this as well, because there's definitely some wind damage on this house. Point is, homeowner needs a new roof. Call Westfall Roofing. We're going on down here in just a little bit, take some photos. We're going to sit down and talk to the landlord, show him what we're seeing, and hopefully it gets in our schedule pretty quick, because hurricane season is here, and I wouldn't want to be sitting through a hurricane with this over my head.